Hello, hello, hello. It is another glorious Wednesday, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. So get your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meach.
My voice changed at a very early age. I graduated elementary school. I left the fifth grade. And this happened, during summer vacation.
To Las Vegas to audition for Naber Alleman's An Evening at La Cage at the Riviera. And I went in to audition, and he wanted me to do Pearl Bailey, Hello Dolly, and Aretha Franklin. And I said, honey, I'm Patti LaBelle. She didn't even know who Patti LaBelle was.
One of my first jobs, there was an issue. They asked my agent if I was gay because I've been doing Shakespeare for 2.5 years. As if somehow, if you could speak the King's English using vowels and consonants, that meant you were something else. And then I got insulted because it was, I wasn't, but if I was, what would that have to do with anything? You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what really pissed me off.
Well, Jezebel was in the Bible before I was born.
I think what this does for the LGBT community is it takes the sting and the stigma out of how they try to make everything dealing with LGBT sexual. They never deal with mental.
We wanted. So with all of that, what did you learn from the Idol days?
I learned that this industry is a game,
Wow.
And if I had known that I was playing a game, I would have done a lot of things differently.
We have a saying in Minneapolis, man. If you can't say something good about somebody, don't say nothing at all. And I think that was one of the things that really saved the relationship with Jeremy Lewis and I. And with Prince. I have a lot of respect for Prince.
Real man.
Right.
A hell of a man.
Mm-hmm.
But Ms. Ross is an absolutely wonderful person. She happened to be a woman that demanded perfection. If you were not at the top of your game, you were gone. Simple as that. No questions asked, because she demanded perfection around her, because she was a perfectionist, and I give kudos to her because she taught me well, and I am the exact same way.
Sometimes it's best to just back up off it. Just back up off it. Whatever it is, the woman you messing with, the man you messing with, the collard greens you trying to cook, just back up off of it.
Not the collard greens.
To my manager's office, and I noticed that my business checkbook was out on her desk and open, and there was no reason for that to have been the case. And I'm like, why is my checkbook open? She's like, well, why are you looking on my desk? And then I noticed that I had been paying my cousin's rent for 5 years, and I didn't know about it. So I knew that I was paying him a salary.
This is a lesson, and it's not an issue of, women hate men or male bashing. It's an issue of mistreatment on the man's part and on the woman's part, just mistreatment.
If he was a person that hated gay people, he would not do that.
He would not do that, that's right.
The only thing the minister hates is injustice. Injustice for his people, especially his people, but injustice for all people.
For all, exactly.
And I've known the minister since I was 16 years old.
Greg Burge and Gene Anthony Ray, oh my God. I met him on the set of Fame, and I instantly became like his surrogate mother. That lasted for, my goodness, more than 10 years.
Wow. Okay. Where the hell you been? Where you been?
And to me, it was kind of a tongue-in-cheek when I said that. I was basically asking people where y'all been. I've been on the road every weekend. I've been on the road every weekend since 1983. I never stopped being a comedian. So what happens is, I think when you do TV and movies, when they no longer see you in TV and movies, they figured you must have gone away.
What people don't know is, see, I met Meach, and Meach is fly. He came out with the suit on, He came out to the show and really turned it out. So, when he hit me up and asked me to come to the show, I said, man, it would be my pleasure to come and speak to your audience, man. So thank you, and what a great introduction, man.
Dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meach.